Yo, what it do, it is your boy OG Mentor, and today you guys are here checking out a classified D3 build that's gonna be just pretty much OP. It's gonna be very tanky, and you guys are not gonna be dying from absolutely anything with this build if you're using it right. But without further ado, guys, I am also a person who just started making videos on this game. I brought out a lot of other builds that are classified as of Sentry Call to Predator's Mark to all of that stuff. So if you guys want, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and let's jump into the build. So jumping into the first thing that we're going to be talking about today is going to be the house. The weapon that I'm using is the house with the talents of Vicious, Deadly, and the car counter perk. You guys can also, if you want to, go ahead and scroll through and pause this and get the extended mag, the optics, and the muzzle that I have on my gun. And after that, I mean, let's just jump right into the build after we get these weapons over with. So these are all the things that I have on my weapon. The secondary weapon that I'm using as well is going to be another house, but my other house has on Unforgiving and Deadly on it. So as you guys can see, I have Deadly, Unforgiving, and obviously the car counter. If you guys want to as well, you can go ahead and, like I said, you can get the extended magazine, the C79 scope, the loud vent brake, all the mods that I have on my secondary gun, but it isn't really needed. I mainly use both of these usually for PvP, but you know, this isn't going to be a PvP build. This is going to be a PvE build that I'm bringing to you guys, and I might bring a PvP build on D3 in the future. But for right now, this one is a super tanky, just you cannot die at all if you are using everything that I'm going to show you guys today. But without further ado, let's jump out of this house and let's get the build started. So heading over to our first thing that we're going to be going into is going to be the D3 classified chest piece. The classified chest piece is rolled with stamina as well. The major attributes on it is 9% skill haste, 5% enemy armor damage, and 56% ammo capacity. I don't have my gear 100% fully optimized, but it's still super tanky, and I never die with it even as a 282. So heading on to the prototype mods, I am using a prototype stamina mod with 266 stam and 1% critical hit chance. This is the mod that I'm going to be using in every single one of my gear pieces, so just remember that, guys, and throw that on every single piece of gear that has a mod slot like this. Heading on to the next piece of gear though that we're going to be checking out is going to be the D3 mask. My D3 mask is rolled for stamina with 7% enemy armor damage, 12% damage to elites, and obviously, like I told you guys on the last one, we are going to be using a stamina mod with 266 stamina and 1% critical hit chance. So moving on to the next item that we're going to be checking out is going to be the D3 knee pads. The D3 knee pads are rolled for stamina, 7% exotic damage resilience, which you guys do not need to have on there. I just rolled it because I was testing something out one day. You guys can swap this out for absolutely anything you want to. It has 15% damage to elites, 30% disorient resistance, and blind death resistance. On the mods that we're using is going to be the prototype stamina mod with 1% crit chance and the 5% ballistic shield damage resilience for the performance mod. Make sure you guys get this because this is what makes the build super duper tanky and makes it so people have to shoot at you a lot more than they need to be in order to take your shield down. So make sure that you guys have these in all of your performance mods. Try to get the ballistic shield damage resilience as high as you can get it. But as well as you guys know, with the set bonus 4, the ballistic shield health is increased by 57% for every 3,000 stamina that you have, which is why we are running as well with 9k stam. So that's something else that's going to be really important. Heading on and showing you guys the improved front line though, as you guys can see, it says when ballistic shield is deployed, melee damage is increased by 2,000%. So you're going to be hitting over 250k every melee. And as well, all overhealing the player receives is applied to the ballistic shield as healing. After reaching a damage threshold from receiving physical or exotic damage, the ballistic shield grants a buff to the player and all group members within 15 meters for 6 seconds. The duration of the buff is increased by 2% for every 3,000 stamina the player has, which is really important. As you guys can see as well, physical damage also makes the armor increase by 30%, or if you get exotic damage when that buff pops, you get a weapon bonus that's increased by 30%. As well, as you guys can see at the very bottom, it says when at 9,000 stamina, the ballistic shield health is increased by 200%. So with this, we're going to be rocking over 1.35 mil, 1,357,000 which is going to just be really high, and it's going to make you really OP. And that's what we're going to be rocking when it comes to the knee pads. So heading over to the holster though, as you guys can see, I have the holster roll for 1,401 firearms and 1,370 electronics. The reason why I roll for electronics was mainly because I was testing. Do not roll for electronics, roll it for stamina and firearms. As well, as you guys can see, for the attributes I have 4% critical hit chance. And at the very bottom, I am also rocking ballistic shield damage resilience. Like I said guys, get this on every single one of your gear pieces. So heading over to the gloves, I am rocking a D3 classified glove with 1,394 firearms. Make sure you guys roll this for firearms because this is how you get 4K firearms on the top left. The major attributes are going to be 7.5% enemy armor damage, 12% SMG damage, and 9% skill haste. Now heading out of that and moving over to the back piece though, the back piece we have is going to be roll for stamina. As well, I rolled it for health for more survivability, and ammo capacity was already on there by default, which I'm pretty happy that it was on there in the first place. So heading to the very bottom, I am also using a prototype stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance and the ballistic shield damage resilience mods that I told you guys to put on your other gear pieces for the performance mods. So that's everything I have as far as that goes with this. Now we're going to head over to the talents and all that, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to run that. So heading over to our abilities, actually we're going to go through this first. The thing that I'm using when it comes to my abilities first is the support station. The support station is a lot better to use than that overdose because it also gives you more of your health back on your shield if you're getting shot at full health for that overheal. And just when you're using the overdose, it doesn't give you anywhere near as much health back on your shield as the immunizer does. Heading over to the ballistic shield that I'm using though is going to be the assault shield, which says it equips a shield that grants the user's weapon increased damage, knockback, accuracy, and faster reload speed. This is what I'm going to be using for my ballistic shield, and as you guys can see, like I said, with the health, it's at 1,397,082. The health on this thing is just massive, and if you're going to be using the immunizer station and they're going to be shooting at you, if you're at full health and you put that immunizer station down and you destroy it, it's just going to put your shield right back to max, and it's going to make them have to keep shooting you over and over and over again. So as well, as you guys can see, it also is the same exact thing for any of the other mods when it comes to reactive shielding or the kinetic breaker. It's the same exact stats, they just all do different things, but for me, I like doing more damage, so I roll with the assault shield. So heading on to our talents, I'm in my medical tree right now. I am using Adrenaline, which says a med kit now gives 7 seconds of immunity to status effects. I am as well using Critical Save, which says use a med kit during low health to increase damage resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. I'm using Combat Medic, which says use a med kit near allies to heal group members and proxies within 20 meters by 40%. And last but not least, I am using On the Move, which says kill a hostile while moving to reduce incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. These are all the things that I'm using for my build. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. You know, everything that I have in here is really OP. If you have it built the way I have it built, run into anything, clear skies, it don't matter, you will be OP. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy watching. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe because I'm new and I'm out here trying to go and show you guys everything that I can show you as far as classified builds. I have them all and I'm going to try to upload whatever you guys want me to upload, whether it be tips, tricks, whatever. But without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's OG Mentor and peace out, y'all. I'll see y'all later.